I want to talk a few minutes about creating a new positive self-concept. Creating a new positive self-concept was a must for me. Having had such an abusive childhood, my head was filled with negatives. My abusers destroyed any positive thought I may have had about myself. They taught me, and perhaps they taught you as well, that it was all my fault, that somehow, I was to blame for every terrible thing they forced me to do. I didn't know I was being lied to. I had no idea I could have a self of my choosing, and I certainly didn't know how to create that self. What I knew were survival techniques: running, hiding, obeying, and dissociating. I don't know about you, but one of the lies they told me was I was worthless. One day early in therapy, I said something negative about myself, and my therapist used the term positive self-regard. That was the first time I'd heard that term used in reference to how I treat myself. I looked it up in the dictionary, and here's what I found: confident, optimistic, and focusing on good things rather than bad. I also read it as having a value higher than zero. I was convinced that zero was just about what I was worth. You may have had a similar thought. And I thought, maybe I should start treating myself with positive self-regard and as if I have a value higher than zero. I questioned, all of this time I've believed their lies. All of those years I called myself names and told myself how bad and stupid and crazy and lazy and wrong I am, when I could have been treating myself with positive self-regard. So I decided to try it. Don't get me wrong here. I forget that I deserve positive self-regard, and I have to remind myself. I have to take myself by the hand and stand in front of that dreaded mirror, look myself square in the eyes, and tell myself my positive truth. That's a huge part of creating my new positive self-concept. Finding out that positive self-regard included confidence and optimism was a great start, but there were more positive characteristics too. I found that a woman who has a value higher than zero needs to be treated with self-respect. Very succinctly, self-respect is defined as belief in your own worth. I really had to think about that for a minute. Your own worth? Your own worth. So that means my own worth? Well, I wonder what would happen if each of us treated ourselves with respect today and believed that we are worthy. That is a beautiful thought. There was at least one more positive I had to check out, and that one is self-confidence. Oh, please. I knew what self-confident meant. I already had that one. What I knew was that I didn't need you or anyone else to tell me what to do or how to do it. I had proven to myself that I could do what I needed to get through anything. Then, after I thought about that, I decided to research that also. I found two synonyms. One I found very interesting. It was self-possession. Wait, what? I could possess myself? They always taught me that I was their possession. So I thought, if I take on that self-concept of owning myself, I can belong to only me. Now that reality made me cry. I cried for two reasons. One, I didn't know self-possession was possible. And two, even though I talked a good game, I was really just a scared little girl with no idea of what owning myself looked like. The other synonym I found was self-assurance. Now, come on, I knew I had that one down. I could talk such a good game and fake my way into or out of just about any situation by acting as if I knew what the hell I was doing, All the while, oh, I was hoping you didn't ask me to prove it. I had to wear that mask because I certainly couldn't let you see that I might have a weakness. This new self-confidence is about who I truly am. It isn't about having to prove it to you. It's about having proven it to myself. This new practice of positive self-regard did not come overnight. I had to be reminded very often until I got it. Today, years later, I still have moments of self-questioning and need to remind myself of my worth. I also have a great support group, and we help each other through those times of doubt. 2 questions for you to ponder, perhaps. 1, what does your self-concept look like? And 2, would you like it to look differently? You can make that happen with some inside work. We'll talk more about that later. Till next time, hey, like my channel if you do, and share it with others. Don't forget to scroll down past the other channels and comment if you wish. And stay safe.